Hello everyone, I'm Scargimmy, and I'm gonna try gaming for YouTube. I tried it before on my original YouTube account, but nobody really saw it, and some bad shit happened, and I deleted it all. But here I am again, trying with, instead of Mordheim City of the Damned, it's Mordheim Warband Skirmish. For those of you who don't know what Mordheim is, Mordheim was originally a tabletop skirmish game, team-based, turn-based strategy skirmish game, set in the Warhammer Fantasy universe. Warhammer Fantasy is pretty cool, and Mordheim actually takes place of 100 years in the past, when this giant city, now called the Mordheim, was hit by a large comet, which sent shards of its stone, called Wardstone, flying throughout the city. Several factions tried to go into the city and claim it all. The Reichland mercenaries, which are humans. The Middenheim mercenaries, which are also humans. The Marienburg mercenaries, which are also humans. The Skaven. Anyone who knows the Warhammer universe will recognize the Rat Folk. The Undead, my personal favorite warband. I'm playing the Undead. The Witch Hunters, another human warband, but who follow Sigmar. The Sisters of Sigmar, the Battle Nuns, another human warband, but all women, if you can tell by the name. The Cult of the Possessed. They are very, very strange. They're cultists of this giant demon called the Shadow Lord, who dwells within the large area, the large crater caused by the comet. And the Dwarf Treasure Hunters. They're dwarves, their means are short and stocky. But for this episode, I'll be playing the Undead, because, well, I just love necromancy. So the basic premise of Mordheim is you control a small warband of warriors who will fight in small skirmishes against other warbands. It's much more smaller scale than most Warhammer games, and honestly, it's got all the complexity of your classic Warhammer game. But my first iteration of Mordheim that I've played was City of the Damned. So, and I learned pretty quickly from that one, and transitioning to the tabletop version, it was kind of tough, because I was used to some of the functions of the computer game. Being able to go into ambush stance and dodge stance, when the tabletop version didn't have those. Warband Skirmish is a little more true to the tabletop game. Not really amazingly so. By one of the stats, the wounds is one thing that isn't anywhere close. Same thing with the weapon skill and ballistic skill, and the strength. Having 5 wounds was something like an ogre might be able to get in the tabletop game. But in this game, 5 wounds is actually kind of low. So, my warband here consists of a 12th level Necromancer, a 10th level Dreg, an 11th level Ghoul, another 9th level Dreg, and an 11th level Vampire. What do all these numbers mean? Well, this is their level. That's kind of shows their experience, how long I've had them. These are wounds. This is how much damage warrior can take before being taken out of action. Out of action doesn't necessarily mean dead. They're just out of the fight. You knocked them down, knocked them out, knocked the wind out of them just hard enough. Probably did kill them. But the wounds is their hit points. Move is how far warriors can move and run. That's their movement, how far they can go in one turn. Attacks, the number of attacks they can make with any weapon. And no, close combat, that's how many attacks they can make with a melee weapon up in their face. Usually they all start with 1, but the ghouls and the vampires start with 2. And my ghoul and my vampire both have 3, which is nice. Weapon skill, which is their skill to use a melee weapon. For ghoul, it also includes their claws. Ballistic skill, their chance of landing hits with ranged combat with a bow or a musket, crossbow, or strength to use to calculate the damage they deal with a melee attack. Melee is in their face, by the way. Defense reduces the chance of enemies' hits succeeding. Initiative determines the place in turn order and how far a warrior can spot hidden enemies, their perception and their alertness, their awareness. Leadership, it increases the morale. Morale is a very important thing in Mordheim. Critical hit chance, it's their chance of landing a critical hit to deal double the normal damage they deal. And parry, which is their chance of blocking up to 3 points of damage. Whenever they parry, they block 3 damage. So if an attack deals 3 or less damage, they completely block the attack. It's pretty obvious my vampire is my most powerful warrior here. My necromancer has a dire wolf, which is an undead wolf of sorts. They run very fast, and they're pretty strong, and they're pretty tough. Both my dregs have a zombie. They're slower and dumber, but otherwise just as tough and strong as the dire wolf. They are, however, AI controlled, the wolf and the zombies, so I don't actually have complete control of them, but the wolf does seem to be smarter. Well, with that out of the way, let's head into a fight. There is Brigandsburg, Sigmar Haven, and the Cutthroat's Haven for multiplayer, or I can unlock a new area. I'm going to try to unlock a new area using this warband. Let's go. Let's go for it. As warband grow. Okay, the area is filled with tiny shards of priceless wardstone. Gather them quickly before what can. The objectives are to collect all the wardstone or rout or wipe the enemy. If I complete one of those objectives, I automatically win. So, this is a different map than I'm used to. I've never played on this map before. The wardstone. The wardstone are going to be these little glowing green things on the ground. And the moment one of my warriors gets kind of close to one, they pick it up. I need to find both of the wardstone shards. Can't seem to find any. Oh, that is a corpse. That is a lootable corpse. That's another lootable corpse. Right there, too. So there's 3 corpses that I can loot. You're not exactly playing the heroes in this game, no matter which side you choose, what faction you choose. You're mercenaries, basically. That's really who you are. So, I don't see any glowing green shards on the ground, so I'm assuming that those corpses might be carrying those wardstones I need. The wardstone I need, I should say. I have 2 dregs, a ghoul, a necromancer, and of course a vampire, with 2 AI-controlled zombies and an AI-controlled dire wolf. Magic in this game, as always in every Mordheim game, is royally overpowered. What it does is every time you successfully cast a spell, it has this huge effect that can very easily change the game. It's just the way they balanced it, it's very hard to cast. Very hard to get a spell off. So you need to try a couple times to get a spell to happen, usually. And in City of the Damned, they balanced it further. It's easier to cast a spell than it is in classic tabletop Mordheim and even in this game, but you have a chance of something bad happening to you. Namely, with arcane spellcasters, you have Finch's Curse, and with divine spellcasters, you have Divine Wrath. Priests and whatnot. Paladins. Those kinds of guys. They'll be the ones to take the Divine Wrath, while the Warlocks and Necromancers and sorcerers will take Finch's curse. Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear that. I saw the little things. The game is pretty slow-paced, as it is a turn-based strategy game. But I love it. I just love Mordheim in general. Ever since I first heard about it, the game just attracted me so much. That's a bad idea. Having him walk out in the open like that. I'd rather have him creep. Ranged is also very powerful. You can kind of take it for granted if it just wasn't as lethal as it is. First-person shooter games, everyone uses a ranged weapon. This game, it's swords and sorcery. Not everybody uses a ranged weapon, so you can very easily get popped off from a distance, from halfway across the damn map. I'm not even kidding about that one. I've been shot at from across the entire map and lost warriors like that. It's so strong. Anyway, so I'm against dwarven treasure hunters. So they're going to be short and stocky little dudes. This guy's got a great sword, so he's already pretty dangerous as he's got a big two-handed weapon. But so long I don't let him hit me, I should be fine. What's this guy got? I found 5 gold crowns. Well, that's 5 gold I didn't have. Okay. No, I'm not going to use lifesteal on him. Can I use Doom on him, though? He's probably too far away. Yeah, he's too far away. When I can get that Necromancer to cast a combat spell, you'll see just how overpowered magic is. And why it's so hard to cast spells successfully. Dwarves are slow. They're tough, and they're kind of strong for their size, but they're also slow. They got short little legs. Zombies are even slower. I like that the dire wolf is actually kind of smart. It sticks to its owner. It stays next to him. Doesn't run off and do its own thing like the zombies tend to do. Makes the zombies kind of weak, but they're also so cheap to have another free warrior on the battlefield that not taking them would be kind of wasting the opportunity. So let's use Doom on him. Successful cast, and he resisted it. Specifically, the Doom spell, they have to succeed on a strength check, which a dwarf has a decent chance at, or they're just out of action. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can take someone out of the fight in one hit, just like that. That's how powerful magic is in this game. I wasn't kidding when I said overpowered. The animations aren't bad either. City of the Damned did beautifully, though. That game is lovely to watch. It's beautiful. This one's a little more simple. It's smaller. It's on a phone, of course. So I guess smaller isn't that big of a wrong thing to say. So there's another dwarf with a great sword over there. But I don't see any damn wardstone. The game's oof. Game made an oof. Games aren't perfect. They can fuck up too. Oh yeah, I can get him hidden too from ranged and spells. It's a long shot. Yeah, he's out of range. Let's have everyone stay hidden. Your blood will flow like dark ale. That's a threat, sir. They're going to be expecting me to come out there. That's what they want. Well, you know what? Fine. I'll do just that. He moved too far away to charge from that guy standing at the staircase, but there you are. And start heading out. Start looting these corpses. I bet one of those corpses has a shard of wardstone on him. If not, I don't know. I don't know why this game had this kind of game mode. Still too far away, damn it. Let's get a little closer. The riches will be mine, says Alric Ketterson. I think the game just knows I can win pretty easily, so they didn't actually give any wardstone shards. That is a hellaciously long charge, and that was a parry. Oh, whatever. Just loot the corpse. Yeah, I'm starting to think there's no actual wardstone shards here. Direct combat spell. That's probably not going to happen. So let's try Doom. And I win. I wiped out the dwarf treasure hunters. That was an easy mission. Almost not even worth it. I got 2 wordstone though. I'm completing missions for the game. Yes, I do have wordstone for you, man. New area. The foolish witch hunters are scattered searching for shards in Imperial stables. Move against them now and give them a surprise they will never recover from. Gladly. Let's do a second mission. After this mission, I'll end the video. You have caught the witch hunters, not going to try to pronounce that, unawares whilst searching the ruins of Imperial stables. Attack them quickly, you have the advantage. Considering how this game goes, they're going to be on initiative turn 2. Initiative order. Is there just 2 of them? There was only 2 dwarf treasure hunters, so maybe. We may never know. We actually might not find out, too. That's the scary thing. Oh, that's a spellcaster. He's also right there, so I'm not going to do that self-cast. See if I can take him out. Right, never mind. That isn't going to happen. I think this is going to be another easy mission, because I haven't been doing the new areas. I've just been doing the areas that I have. That's probably why I'm behind. Oh, that's wordstone right there. The vampire's pretty high level already. He can get there in time. He'll live without the XP. Yeah, my vampire can live without the XP. I'm having to go collect that wordstone instead. You dare try to come at us? Never mind. Not gonna have the necromancer go into melee. Not sure why you're attacking my dire wolf. What did he ever do to you? He just attacked your friend, that's all. I don't know if you can get... No. Can't get you anything with either of them. The zombie can. And stun him pretty easily. The other zombie can't. He's not stunned, so I'm going to be attacking him. Now he's stunned. There we go. Ward's down. I'll kill the first man who runs. Took him out. And see if we can take you out. Nope. Can't put you out of action. At least not with that spell. I can, however, just beat you down. Yeah, that one was easy. Ooh, 6 shards. That is a lot of shards. So, the Imperial Stables, I got 2 more shards? Nope. Oh well, I'm doing pretty good money-wise now, and I'm pretty happy with the state of affairs of my... Just remind me of my pain, will you, game? I can't afford an ogre. I can afford another dreg if I ever want to get one. But that's next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Still pretty new to recording gameplay videos. And I want to improve and get better in the future, so... yeah. Don't know what else to say now, other than... bye! And if you have any gaming suggestions for me, leave them down in the comments. I don't have a good enough computer for computer gaming and recording that yet, but I can do phone games for a while, and I will try my best. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time.